The glass doors of the luxury car dealership slid open with a soft chime. Inside, the air smelled of new leather, expensive polish, and quiet arrogance. Rows of shining cars gleamed under the warm yellow lights, each one worth more than most people's life savings. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more real-life stories with unexpected twists that will warm your heart. A woman stepped in, dressed simply in a long blue dress and worn-out sandals. Her hair was tied back neatly, her face calm and confident. Her name was Clara Bennett, a schoolteacher, kind, soft-spoken, and humble in every way. But no one could have guessed that her husband, Daniel Bennett, was one of the most successful real estate developers in the city. Clara walked slowly between the cars, admiring their curves and colors. She had never asked for much in life, but today her husband had insisted she buy a car of her choice. "You've done so much for this family," he had said that morning with a smile. "It's time you treated yourself." As she approached the counter, a sharply dressed salesman in a navy suit looked up. His name tag read Victor. His smile was wide but insincere. He scanned Clara from head to toe, her simple clothes, old purse, and modest sandals, and immediately made a judgment. "Yes, Mom," he said, forcing a polite tone. "Are you, looking for someone?" Clara smiled warmly. "Actually, I'd like to see your cars. I'm thinking of buying one." Victor chuckled lightly. "Ah, I see. Well, our cars start at $80,000. Maybe you'd be more interested in our used section next door." Clara blinked, taken aback, but still calm. "No, I'd like to buy a new one. Maybe something in red." Victor smirked. "Red, sure. But perhaps you should come back with your husband or someone who understands the prices here. We don't allow test drives unless the buyer is verified." Clara's smile faded. For a moment, she thought of leaving, but something stopped her. Instead, she said softly, "That's all right. I'll just look around for now." As she walked between the cars, Victor whispered to his coworker, "Can you believe that? Probably just wants photos for social media. People like her never buy anything." They both laughed quietly. After a few minutes, Clara took out her phone and made a call. "Hi, Daniel. Can you come by the dealership? I think I found something nice." 20 minutes later, the dealership's glass doors opened again. This time, all heads turned. A tall man in an expensive gray suit stepped in, Daniel Bennett. His presence alone demanded respect. The manager rushed over instantly, shaking his hand with excitement. "Mr. Bennett, what an honor! What brings you here today?" Daniel smiled and pointed toward Clara, who stood quietly near the red car she had liked. "My wife is here to buy a car. She told me someone here was helping her." The color drained from Victor's face. His confident smile vanished. "Oh, yes, sir. I was just about to assist her." With Daniel interrupted sharply. "Assist her? She told me you laughed at her clothes and suggested she couldn't afford one of your cars." The entire showroom fell silent. Customers turned to look. Employees froze in place. Daniel stepped closer, his voice low but firm. "My wife came here out of genuine interest and respect for your dealership. Instead of kindness, she was met with arrogance and judgment. That's not how you treat anyone, rich or poor." Victor stammered, I didn't mean—" Daniel turned to the manager. "I'll still buy the car, the red one, but not from him. And I suggest you train your staff better, or the next lesson they learn might cost you more than a sale." The manager nodded rapidly, apologizing to Clara again and again. Victor stood frozen, humiliated, as Daniel completed the purchase for cash on the spot. When the paperwork was done, Clara walked toward the door, her new car keys in hand. She looked back at Victor and said softly, "Never judge someone by what they wear. You never know what story lies behind their clothes." Then she left with her husband, the red car gleaming in the sunlight outside, a symbol of grace, dignity, and quiet revenge. That evening, Victor sat alone at his desk, replaying the moment in his mind. For the first time, he truly understood that money doesn't always wear fancy clothes, and respect costs nothing, but means everything.